Let's see the first man, the kind of life that he placed. He united with the serpent. Useless life. He is the vision of farming. Is there cattle keeping and in politics. That's the three phases that I'm going to explain, and I will come back to the useless life. The first man, we are the outcome of this man. Take an example, the house where you're born from. Your father. You are the child of your father. So you have your father who produces you. Can you look up to your father and see? How is the life of your father? Does your father know God? If he doesn't know God, what was the problem? Who is operating? Now, right and yet from the house of this man is where we are originating from. Now take an example also. As Uganda, where do we come from? There's the kind of line of life that was passed on to us, that we are meant to live. Now, we have right now the side of politics, farming, cattle keeping, and this life. Right now, this man is out. Let me begin from there. In politics, is where leaders come from. Leaders coming from are the ones who are meant to have the vision. So the vision that they come with is the vision that will help people get to another level. Those are leaders who are from God. And when they come before people, even the political arena itself, it is clean. People agree together. These people are meant to have the vision. And their vision is attained from God. And what they come with, what they promise people, is what they are going to do. They don't promise lies. They don't promise what they are not going to do. They speak what they are going to do. Those are leaders who are from God. When they come to your people, they say to you the vision that they are going to. Bobby Wine, Mao, Mpuga, Museveni, all these people will be making one rally. They come and they tell you what they are going to do. And you choose the one whom you feel is to lead you. That is leadership from God. They come and say, we are coming to Nakawa, and all of you gather there. And they speak to you. And you decide who should lead you. That is God's leadership. There are no differences. Why fight? Now, the one who is in this is this first man who is a man of evil. You see him, he gives people lies. Come promise what you're not going to do. That's him. Secondly, go for witchcraft and sorcery to lure people. Go for bribes. Others doing sacrifices. Those are leaders who are coming to lead people. This is the art from the underworld. These are leaders are not worth to lead people. But because of the foundation of this man, this where this man is erupting from. You see people who are meant to be living together. Fights gets out. The opposition, I was seeing over the news, even people of NRM themselves are fighting one another. They are burning cars. They are killing one another. What type of leadership is this? Now, this is this man who is rising up. The difference for what? God isn't that. There is a vision that rises up and tears people apart. What are we fighting for? Who is behind this? There is one who is steering out this. Every person right now, we are saying there is a force that's at work right now. Those ones who are going at night for sorcery. Those ones who are planning at night to go and bribe people. Those ones who are planning at night to go and kidnap others. This is what's happening. This is not meant to be in this kind of country that we have to live. And this shouldn't be there. But this one is coming from where? From this first man here. This is the vision that he placed in politics. To bring false leaders. And you'll find right now, 90% of people who are contesting right now are going evil way. We are in danger. Those are not leaders who are going to connect with God. Now that kind, and these are people who are going to steer up this country into moving it into success development, because they even plan for you. How Uganda should get to another level, but they ought to be together with God. But where this first man is standing, the man of evil is leading them to this direction. That's level number one of that man. Number two is we have the vision of farming. He is there. We all get to know that farming, as we see, is where we get food that we eat. Okay? But there is one who is seated there with his vision. Attain the vision. Go start. As you, I was seeing President Museveni is seriously on. He is no longer sitting in State House. He has quit his State House. I don't know when he goes to State House now. He has gone to those people who are digging down there. You'll find him, he has gone even to those who are laying bricks. He is moving. Those ones who are digging. I saw him of recent going to greet a lady. They parked the convoy and went and greeted the lady who was digging by the roadside. He wants all these people to come out of poverty. And yet that's what God is speaking. That's why he's going even to those ones. I saw him even went to the bricklayer. And he stopped the convoy and went and talked to him. But as he is struggling, people to come out. You saw over the news yesterday. Oh, yesterday but one. Those whom they went and cut and slashed all the banana plantations and everything, all the crops. And they destroyed them. And people were yelling. I said, this money was given to us by the government. PDN for development. Now they have destroyed the crops. Now I can imagine. You're right, and they rub off. You plant and they uproot. Who is behind this? This is what I was saying. that there is a force that is standing from the first man. We are meant to be growing, just building level by level. But you also learn. This one is coming from these two aspects. The force of this man who is standing there, not allow people to succeed. Work and he causes or steers the situation. Because say that with me I not succeed. There is no quality life. That's him. But also let us learn now in whatever you will do to listen from God, so that we don't blunder. We don't make losses like that. You go after something, where you're going is where the problem is going to come from. Learn also to listen from God. So as we deal with this man, is he seated there? Is causing people who are there cause losses, because his life is all useless. He works for losses. With him is not the builder of this earth. No, he united with the useless creature. He is not meant to build this world. So that one there is seated there. Cattle keeping is also there. Vision of cattle keeping, animal keeping actually. There is one who is seated there. We all love meat. We need milk. We want to be okay. I imagine the people, the Balalo who are chased or who are being chased from the north. So many hundreds and hundreds of cattle are being chased away. How did you reach over there? Where a problem is going to originate from. And by the way, how did you begin grazing your cows or animals? And leaving them and letting them to other people's crops. But all this, that heartlessness is from this man here, who is standing, causes people to blunder. This one is in animal keeping, to cause people losses, so that we are not attaining anything. People who are there. These are the things that are meant to make people successful. But where this man is, he causes blunders. It steers the situation. So our life still follows the first man. How was his life? Even though you went to your father's house of man, how was his life? We need to discern and design well, so that we are making out the type of life that is moved by God. Now, this man's life is useless. We have that kind of life. Life of filthiness. Nothing good is seen in your life. The dressing code, the sleeping. Can you see all this? The state of your day-to-day life, it is struggling. This man here unites with a creature that has spoiled life. I'm speaking of the type of design that you have made. Is until you rise up with the serious. While saying that I don't want this kind of life. But we live aimlessly. Our major problem is this. Why we are not reaching to the kind of level that we are meant to. That vision, that element isn't inside of our life. But if we have the picture of the type of life, if the cloth gets torn, so this one is not worth of me. This type of life is not what I meant. This is not from God. No. I reject and I denounce it. This kind of life comes from these creatures here that spoils their destiny and lives. And I'm not meant to live this kind of life. I'm writing off this. Can you imagine? The mother having a gomasi? The gomasi that she's using for digging is what they use for covering themselves. Okay. The father's clothes have holes. That kind of life there. That's the kind of life. Life of struggling, life of poverty. Because the creatures that we united with are poor creatures. They don't give people any meaningful life. They even stole their understanding. So we have this life that's aligned to us. This is this man with this creature here. Our lives, we meant to free ourselves. As you begin discerning people, you would be walking over to this church here. When you have gone, taken a case study of every kind of life that you don't want, by the time you reach here like this, when you have made serious decisions, that thing rises and pursues your life. Either you have walked from where and where. I've had a time where the people were abroad. I've prayed with people from abroad. Saudi, Dubai, Sweden, where? UK, a number of them. Many countries. But you find a person, the very life from here, follow this one where he is. There's a gentleman I prayed with, he was in Dubai. But he told me that, Pastor, I'm sleeping outside. After going for work, see where I'm going to sleep. Then he showed me in the video. He was walking until he reached a house that has no doors. There, house that has been abandoned. And he told me that this is where I'm going to sleep. And I asked him, how was it when you were in Uganda? That even when I was in Uganda, life was not good. So the same thing followed him from here to where he is. I had to pray for him to get a job, to get a house. That's what God did. So this kind of life that we are speaking today, if you are not serious, is serious with you. They don't want you to start another line of life on earth. So that kind of set of life is what they want you to live to. Inherited life. Life that was passed over to you. Life of uselessness. Useful life. Meaningful life is in God. Hope you're making a serious design and taking a serious step. Not only praying without decision making. Every person will cause a change.
Buli muntu yenna anaaleeta enkyukakyuka.
You'll first make a case study.
Asooka kusoma ebintu ebyetooloola.
That the life that I'm seeing,
N'agamba nti obulamu
the life of this house,
obulamu bw'ennyumba eno.
I don't want to see it in my life.
Saagala kubulaba.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Sibwagala.
Is until you reject and denounce it.
Paka ng'ogaanidde ddala era n'obwega.
That's when you're going to achieve it.
Bw'otyo bw'ogenda okufuna buli obulungi.
Are we together?
Tuli ffenna.
We have moved the levels.
Tutambudde ku miteeko.
Useless life
Obulamu obutagasa.
up to leadership.
Paka mu bukulembeze.
So begin from yourself.
Tandikira ku ggwe mwennyini.